You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
Welcome to GUFON Radio Stream. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Happy birthday, GUFON Radio Stream. Great to be around. GUFON Radio Stream is 52 today. That is right. So we want to say thank you for all you do, GUFON Radio Stream. Hey, thank you very much, Lori Olifant. $25 on the super chat. Thank you so much. My goodness, thank you. She says happy birthday. And I'll put that up there. It goes all over the birthday board. It's going to be one of those nights. Thank you, Lori, who is a continued supporter of GUFON with super chats, among other things. Thank you. I want to welcome everybody to the show on this March 10th, 2020 day. It is a nice day. What I consider a nice day when we got a show and it's pouring rain outside. See, to me, I couldn't have gotten a better gift than knowing that somebody up in the clouds was listening to me, because rain, to me, is the ultimate gift. Water is the seed of life. It doesn't necessarily have to be the rule of thumb, but it is for us humans. So, I'm really happy about that. Wow, mod on. That message board is flying. I want to thank everybody. Yeah, and to have a nice room. Oh, Fritzy, 37, 39. Jan Wetzler, thank you for showing up here tonight. Thank you very much for the birthday wish. Appreciate that right there. Hey, happy birthday at GUFON Radio Stream, Jan Wetzler. I don't recall your name, but thank you very much. Chuck Bam is here. Amanda, yahoo! Don't know why I did that for you. B. Baker, B. Baker's Dozen, Double B, BB Gun, Lori Oliphant, and everybody else. God of Thunder and Lightning. I saw a bunch of other people at the top. Donnie C is back in the house. How you doing? Coral Ann in that TV set. We did get the Chuckster in there, and everybody else. Jocko Johnson. Rich, you're being annoying. Yes, I am. It's going to be one of those nights where 2 hours is going to fly by quicker than it ever has. Now it's going to go by slow because I mentioned that. So I went to dinner tonight. Didn't think I'd be back early, at least early enough to do the stream an hour earlier than projected. So we are only starting an hour later than the normal time. So I want to thank you all. Now, is this going to be something that I'm going to do 5 nights a week? I'm going to try it. It's hard to go more than 2 hours for me without a guest. When you have a guest, that guest eats up more than half of your time talking. So I don't have to do much. Right? It's easy to do a show that way, in my opinion. But I find this way of doing it is just the way I do things. I don't always have a guest, but Richard Lenny, ufologist, is going to be a guest this Saturday. Everybody knows Richard Lenny, right? March 13th, 1997 was an extremely busy day in Phoenix. Actually, a busy night in Phoenix, Arizona. We had the Phoenix Lights event. I, of course, did not see them, but was very much into that scenario some, 23 years now? What's the math on that? 97, 10 years would be 2007. Then another 10 is 17. That's 20. You got 2 10s in the bag. So we got 97, 2007, 17. You add 3 is 2. Yeah, 23 years. That's a long time. It feels like it was about a month ago. It's weird. That was a very strange event. Huge. Aircraft carrier or bigger. Some people say that is, pretty much everybody said it was about that size. But then you hear Dr. Lynn Kitai say it's 1 to 2 miles wide. She didn't see it that night. She has pictures from 2 years ago. See, the Mandela effect got a hold of Dr. Lynn, I think. Because I never, and me and other Skywatchers in Arizona talk about this, I never ever remembered her saying she photographed them the night of. She was the one who photographed them. She didn't. I know for a fact. I know. She photographed them 2 years before, in January and in March. But somehow, some way or another, she's squeaking it out. I think I'm going to double check because I'm doing a Phoenix Lights show on the 13th. Just while I'm talking about it. But I'll get everything all together, and I'll look into this one. I think I should. Hey, Reese. Hey, Jaime. What are you doing here? What do you mean? Got a show to do. Jaime Mosan visits here just about every show, right? Yeah. And he does the advertising for the drink of the night, which lately it's been what? If you're gonna go analyze someone's video, let's say you have to drive for an hour. You might get a little tired because it's hot. Drink one of these, hey, it could last all day and night. Go ahead, Rish. What is it? Nos. Thank you. Crack it open, you paisan. Yes, we are going to be, what do they call that when somebody advertises with you? They're going to be the drink of the channel. I want to get nos. Yes, they would pay me to show the nos. I'm doing it for free. I really like nos. I like Red Bull a little bit too, but I'll never get that. So, I like to mix in a little BS. Just for people who've never been here. There's a running theme with this show being a 2-hour program, sometimes longer, and every now and then a little bit less. The running theme is there's a bunch of people in the community, let's just call it everybody you know, in the paranormal community. This just doesn't focus on the ufological people. No, this goes into every realm. I talk about the things that are wrong and right. I mean, don't I say great job when Third Phase of Moon does a great job showing a nice new video, right? Holy shnikey, I just did a double take on that. Jason with a $50 super chat. Oh my God, he says, here. Wow, thank you, dude, really. My God, where do you guys get this money? Happy birthday. Thanks for entertaining me the last few weeks. I'm kind of new to the channel and try to watch every show. Hey, man, thanks a lot. You know, you don't have to catch everyone, not even the whole show. You skim through it. That's what I do with shows that are long. You just skim through, and then I take a week off. I come back. You get into a groove of your favorite channels. What I hope is that you just come by. Man, thank you. Just support the stream as much as you can by showing up and liking the videos and sharing it, talking about it. Hey, if you're like me, I tell a lot of people about a lot of different channels, and I'm not afraid to do it on my channel with competitors. I don't think anybody's competing with me. That's the point. Jason, thank you. Man, that's unbelievable. Thanks. I'm not competing with anyone. I just realized that. Maybe I thought about it before, but I never really went through with the thought. But yeah, my thoughts take a little longer. I think because the way we do things here is so different from everybody else that I don't think we do compete with anybody else. I think that it's a one-of-a-kind show. And I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how. I'm not, like, I definitely don't copy anybody, but I like doing the intro. I love the intro. I'm not sick of it. I wanted to bring it back. I think Dave's voice with Alien Addict's artistry in there, with putting it together with the music. I chose the song. Dave did the voice. Ollie did the artwork. I love that intro. I don't know. You know what? Every time you start a podcast, I like to let people trickle in. Now you got the 1 minute and 30 second ticker with the 3 minute and 33 second intro. That's too long, I know. But I like it. We do things differently here. Why? I don't know. It just comes out of my head. There is structure here. I've got everything lined up ready to talk about. It's all ready to go. So let's do it. So it is, in case you haven't noticed, 52 years on this planet. You tend to get stuck in your ways. You know what you like. You're not going to change. You really don't want to. I mean, this is pretty much everybody. Oh, thanks, Amanda. You guys, you know what you're trying to do. There's only 2 times I ever had waterworks on this show. 2 times. There weren't even a lot of waterworks. I'm feeling a little bit of a love. I'm feeling a lot of love. I don't deserve it. Very few people could carry a 2-hour show on their own, no matter the topic. You are great at it. And you know what? Thank you for saying that. We're just talking. I don't talk to anybody all day. I'm talking to all of you right now. And I just do it. I just do things how I would like things to me. Now, I love a professional show. I really do. I love the way SOR does things in that order every time. That's why I like doing the Saturday show. There was a structure that made me feel like it's a performance. But when I come on GUFON radio stream, I'm not following anything except for the bullet points and notes, and I never go in the order I think I'm going. Sometimes I don't even get to the topics because I'm doing all of this, but I want people to know who are new to this, we just talk, and wherever we go, that's where we follow. Wherever the story goes, we will follow. I said that. Did I? 99% right. All right, so anyway, that's what we're doing. So I like playing videos. I like those countdown videos. I like watching them. I watch them every day. I like to include those into my show. Some people, they don't like it. I can't make everybody happy. But I think I have some good news. Actually, it's really good news. You know how the show was crashing when we were on OBS, right? Well, I may have found out for real. I mean, it's like a broken record, but I may have found out for real what the problem was. And it wasn't OBS. It wasn't YouTube's. It wasn't my computer. Although I do need a new one. It was a Windows 10 Microsoft issues Windows 10 update warning. Every single thing that came with this issue happened to us. The flashing of the screens, the dropping of the streams, the tears streaming down my face every time it would go down, and the zombie streams. My God, I'd get yelled at if Hey, zombie streams aren't real shows. They were just the side effect of the system crashing while using OBS, and OBS didn't know how to react to it, so it kept the stream going, and people thought I was still on 6 hours later. Like I'm doing that every night. So they'd get on there and start commenting to me. But nobody's there. Nobody's been there for 7, 8 hours. And then I get people getting angry with me because I wouldn't reply back. They thought I was there because it said live. Well, that issue's gone. We went over to StreamYard. It doesn't happen. StreamYard saves us from system departure. I was going to say systems failure, but it really is and it isn't. But I am amazed and happy to know that it was Windows 10. Now, I talk, and I don't know what these people know. Every time you talk to one of these tech, you can talk to 3 different people, get 3 different answers. Generally in the same area, but 3 different answers. Like it's a motherboard issue. Yeah, it's not. No. Fans, they're running okay. Nope. It would make your fans, everything you need to know that happened to me, it's still happening. I still have problems. I don't have the bad problems like some people have. I've got the general problem where, I'll tell you, this is awful. I mean, if I was working at home and needed my computer to never crash, because it does crash. Like, I'll be sitting on the couch and all of a sudden I see it go off and then turn back on. They have that blue screen of death with this. Some people are getting that. You turn it on and all that happens is a blue screen. I had that happen. That's why I wound up getting this computer. 2016, and then I got everything ripped out of it, all new software last year, if you remember. And I thought the problem was going to be fixed, and I think it was just as bad as it was. I'm like, oh my God, I just spent all this money and I'm still having the same issue. Well, March 9th, Microsoft has confirmed. That is such a tardy part of the drink. When the temperature comes down and you take a drink, it makes your eyes water. Windows 10 has run into more trouble. The company, I know, I'm supposed to look at you. I'm not, but I can't. I need the letters big. The company has published a support page explaining that a new bug in Windows 10 can prevent users from manually installing drivers on their PCs. Yes, I've had that problem. Users will receive the error message, a driver can't load on this device, and it can break installations even after they appear to complete successfully. Microsoft says if you choose to continue using your device without addressing the driver problem, you might discover that the functionality the driver supports does not work any longer, which could have consequences ranging from what is that word? Negligible? Negligible. Oh, man. Here we go again. The big words. I can't have words with more than 3 syllables. Negligible to severe. Severe problems could happen if you don't fix that driver install issue, which I haven't. Third-party drivers can be essential, particularly for legacy devices. So, Microsoft has offered a workaround. Come on, man. Update another problem associated with KB4535996 are still increasing. Windows 10 users who have installed this update are discovering that sleep no longer works correctly. Nice. I never use sleep. Do you ever use sleep? I don't either. Number of users reporting that their PCs will not boot after updating. Remarkably, 3 days on from these troubled beginnings, Microsoft still states on its KB4535996 update page that it is not currently aware of any issues with this update. Oh my God. So everybody like me is having this problem. Anyway, boot problems, crashes, you name it. The blue screen of death, like I mentioned, slowdowns of computer speed, audio problems, Microsoft Visual Studio impacted as well. This is awful. What do I do? I'm about to spend $1,500 on a computer. Do I go with Windows or do I go with a Mac? This is why I'm bringing it up. I need help. This is terrible. All these problems come just weeks after a Windows 10 update started deleting user data, while another was pulled days earlier for causing system crashes. Oh, man. Isn't that amazing? I know this is from last year. This article came out. The end of the year, September. But I just found it. I don't know how I found it. I think it was Gordon. Somebody sent it to me. This is, anyway, now I am in, I don't know what to do. People have told me that have Macs, different things. Get a Mac, you'll love it. And I couldn't afford one. You know, they are a little bit more expensive, but, you know, we're okay right now. I can, you know, I'm going to be working next week, so everything's starting to come around again. But we're going to have to go that way. I'm going to have to get a computer. Anyway, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I thought you guys were looking at the screen with me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you because that is a real problem. Let me save this to my saved reports. There we go. That is just crazy. Yeah, they give you a bunch of links that you can go to, the fixes and whatnot. All right, so moving on. This coronavirus. Now, today I feel differently about it. Today, I feel twice as paranoid now as I did yesterday. So yeah, I've changed a little bit. Now, you're going to say, Rich, and I see a lot of you out there saying the same thing. This is just to get us to, you know, conform and feel like we need our government to help us. I don't think so. There's too many different people reporting it. What I would like to see from each and every one of you, because eventually, and myself included, could get this. If you do get it, Facebook it. Post it so people don't come near you. Seriously. No, I'm serious. Don't think of yourself like you need help yet. Those people already know. I'm posting it on Facebook. I'm still doing a show because I don't think I'll survive it. God. You know, what a great ending that would be. I know, I'm half joking. Half joking. No, I'm not going to die till I'm 68. Don't worry. Still got another 30 years of this. Can you imagine? Yeah, anyway. Just imagining. I saw this. I'm going to show you this. I don't like what I'm seeing. This could be fake. Let me pull it up here for you. These are, your sister's got 9 horns. Here we go. Take a look. Open full screen. There we go. All right. This is telling us, this comes from Deagle.com. Deagle. Stupid name. These are the countries, and I think this is the projected amount of people that are gonna die. Yeah. I don't know what I'm reading, but I think this is, look at China. They go from 1,380,000,000 down to 1,358,000,000,000. So what's that? 58, 68, 78, 23 million people could die. Oh, look at India. Is this right? Is that what this is? What am I thought this was, this isn't that. This is just the military forecast. Is that what this is? I thought this had to do with, wait a second. Look. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. There have been many questions about the country's forecast, especially the one focusing on the United States. Okay? They won't be answered one by one, but below you can find some explanation, thoughts, and reflections. We're going to keep this short as possible. The majority of the economic and demographic data issued in the marketing and the forecast is widely available by institutions. I saw D. Cooper. Thank you very much for that. He says, my DOC in Seattle let me postpone my trip. Got my flight money back. Good. You know, and I'm finding that the airlines, cruises, trains, buses, anywhere you got to travel, they're willing to keep you from traveling. They're giving you your money back. They don't want you spreading it either. That's why they're giving you their money back. This isn't fake. You know, if the companies... Thank you, man. Thanks, D. Cooper. Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to hear that. Same thing I told my parents. I'm glad you're not going on your trip. I know that sounds good, but I'm glad, I'm giving you more chance of staying alive. And thanks for the super chat. Thank you. The majority of the internet, I already read that. So institutions, I can't say that word, such as the CIA, IMF, UN, USG, etc. You can see the most relevant data at every single country's page. There is a tiny part of data coming from a variety of shadow sources, such as internet gurus, unsigned reports, and others. But all these sources are from the internet and are of public domain for at least a minority. For example, several years ago, Daegong, the Chinese ratings agency, published a report analyzing the physical economy of the states, comparing it with those of China, Germany, and Japan. The conclusion was that the U.S. GDP was something between 5 to 10 trillion. And so, why am I reading this? Isn't this about the corona? Why am I yelling? Why am I reading this? Tell me something I don't know. I thought this had to do, well, I'll tell you what. See, that's what I'm saying. Professional. A professional host would know what he's talking about. I, therefore, am an idiot. What am I going to say? I'm not? The key element to understand, they're talking about migration. 20th century key fact that allowed USA to rise to its cost status was immigration. Right, immigration. All right, I don't care. They're just talking about the economy here. I thought the economy was doing fantastic. The population. See, I'm confused. Well, I know where I got this from, and I think I'm confusing it with the coronavirus story from the same link. I don't know. I have no excuse. Let's go to the next one. All right, that happens. What can I say? I'm not perfect. 2-decade-old SETI at-home project going down at the end of the month. All right. Let's get back into where is everybody? Where's all the aliens? I got to stop yelling. There's no reason to yell. There's always a reason to yell. This might have passed under the radar of many people, but the fact that the volunteer computing part of the 21-year-old SETI at Home project will go into hibernation is quite big news, especially since this amazing effort did not manage to deliver any solid result. Ain't that the truth? However, SETI at Home might be reactivated one day. This is by Kodrut Nister, March 9th, yesterday. Who's this from? Notebook check. Backed by the University of California, Berkeley, SETI at Home is a public volunteer computing project that uses the BOINC software platform, and that started its search for signs of extraterrestrial intelligence back in mid-May 99. In the 2 decades that have passed, this project failed to deliver any groundbreaking discovery, and SETI at Home users will no longer get new work starting at the end of March. March 31st to be exact. For those who are new to SETI at Home, it's enough to say that this project involves many home users, that they contribute their CPU and or GPU resources to analyze this massive amount of radio data generated by the Arecibo Radio Telescope, Puerto Rico, and the Green Bank Telescope, West Virginia, to detect any signs of ET intelligence. So I feel bad. You know, I really thought about being a part of that, but you know what? Nothing's going on ever. I think it's not a waste of time, but they tried. According to the team behind the project, SETI at Home goes into hibernation for 2 main reasons. All the data needed at this point has been already analyzed, and now they need to focus on completing the back-end analysis of the existing results. What? Wait, what? Wait. All the data needed at this point has already been analyzed. Now they need to focus on completing the back-end analysis of those results. Back-end. SETI at Home fans should relax because the project's not going away. The website and the message boards will stay online, and it is very likely that the computing capabilities of the platform will, sooner or later, be used in new SETI or cosmology pulsar research efforts. Right now, there is also a rather large list of BOINC-driven computing projects that can be found on this page. As usual, the comment section is all yours. Feel free to share your thoughts distributing computing projects like SETI at Home. I put the link in this chat room for you because I know some of you may want to read this on your own later. I think it's always good to look back. You know, They were around 21 years, I think, right? Just 20, 21 years. And after that much time, if nothing's happening, you got to pull the plug. They said they've looked at all the data already. There's nothing else they can look at except for the back end data. And it's only going to repeat what we already know. Nothing different's going to come out of that. You know what I mean? Hey, Lisa Marie's in the house. What are you, Shay? How do you be? All right. I feel like I shrunk into this chair. I was reading that story, getting a little back because I had to read it off the bigger TV. All right. What's that? Oh. Yeah. All right. Let's go to, all things exist. Yeah, there's something new. That's why. Where to go? Oh, it's right here. Let me take this and put it over there. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. I remember when it was young. Oh, wait. Let's start that over. I remember when 8 was 7. She thought that everything was heaven. She knew she had a windowsill. So she got a camera and went up on the hill. She was sky watching. She looked at night, but she slept while everything were in. She got a bottle rocket, shot it off, and it made the UFOs. Made the UFOs. Here's something new from Big Sister. All things exist because it has to. Why wouldn't it? It's out my window. Gosh, all over the computer. Show it. What are you doing? Show it. Is this it? No, there was one from today. 10 hours ago. Here it is. All right. Show's on. Here we go. I don't think there's any sound, is there? Nah. Why would there be? It's in a window. You hear what I'm saying? Is that it? Wait, it's only 17 seconds. All right, let's see. Can we go big screen? All right, shh. See this down here? It's rebooting. All right, I think it happens somewhere in the beginning. Here we go. Shh. Oh, it got shot down. If Lugan go bye-bye. It was a bug. It came out. It wasn't that far away. All right. You might think it was, but it's really small, and the night vision, the infrared, whatever you call it, caught it, lit it up, and then it got out of range of the camera's infrared. That's why it disappeared. Unless there's clouds. Oh, wait, here's another thing. Nobody freaking knows because nobody's outside. There's no weather report. There's nothing that comes with these. It's just, you might as well, I'm going to keep that one in my holster. I'm going to keep that one in the holster. Future endeavors. All right. Well, I didn't play it before. Oh, that was the one from the other night. Yeah. This is the falling leaf. There we go. It could be anything. Because she's not outside. It could be anything, guys. Somebody could have thrown a piece of thread. You know what I mean? That's how stupid this is getting. That could be absolutely anything. Sound? There's no sound with these. What are you thinking? This ain't real sky watching. It makes me upset because it's misleading. And when you don't do the research properly, I think you're getting, I'm looking for the right words. They just won't come tonight. I think you're getting distorted in your views is what I was thinking. I don't think that your critical thinking can take you to the next level because anybody who is anybody would know. Show us what it looks like during the day. I want to see what it looks like I want to look up. I want to see sides. I want to see the whole area. We don't get that. We don't get anything. You just get shit on a small monitor. That's all she gives. And it's not real. And it makes me angry because it's very misleading and people think this is correct. And more people will do it. And more people will water down the legitimate stuff that is very hard to find because of this. So I don't need to tell you things. I know I'm preaching to the choir. But if I don't say it, then the new people, other people who are new to the field, to the show, whatever, they may be thinking that way. They may think that this is great. This doesn't get any better. No, it does. This doesn't. It's worse. It's worse. You know why? Here we see an object going from left to right, right? She's not outside with the camera to give us the skinny on what's going on. Oh, she could say, I just saw what looked like a UFO. I never seen anything like a shooting star, maybe. But there was this noise with it. I can't describe it. I hope it showed up on camera. Oh, darn it, I don't have any sound. Never mind. Good thing I'm out here because this is what it sounded like. All this information is missing. We are getting 10%. That's all we're getting. That's why all things exists shouldn't exist. And that's it for tonight on that. And we'll be back next week with that one. I'll tell you that right now. Next week. Or unless something new pops up. Do you remember when Betelgeuse, it was dimming the last couple of years? You know, do you remember this? Some guys were saying, some astronomers they're going, okay, they're building a Dyson sphere around the object, around the planet, around the star, Betelgeuse. Do you know how freaking big Betelgeuse is? I don't even want to. I can't. Let me just tell you, the Earth is a grain of sand compared to a skyscraper. That's how big Betelgeuse is compared to the Earth. It's sick. It's huge. And it was dimming. And the astronomers couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why? Why? Why is it I can figure it out and I'm a nobody idiot? I'm a smarter idiot, though. But even I was saying, it's got to be dust from either an exploded or somewhat broken up asteroid, planetoid, spheroid, whatever. It's got to be that. We talked about it on the show. Because, when that first came out, I was talking about it and saying, oh, it's still getting dimmer. And they think it's a Dyson sphere that might be. And a Dyson sphere is where, I guess, the civilization, it's like what is it? What do they call that stage? They're like a number 4. Very, very developed civilization that can build a huge monstrosity of a structure around the sun, and you collect the sun's energy and use it. Or is that a class 2, level 2? It's either classes, stages, levels. It's one of those 4. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean. That now they're saying it's just they thought it was maybe on the verge of exploding was one thing. Here it is. The real reason for its changing luminosity may be far more mundane. However, the red giant star is on its way to recovery. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I forgot it's recovering. Oh, let me open this up. You can look at it with me. The red giant star is on its way to recovery, regaining its brightness and crushing the hopes of astronomers everywhere who wanted to witness a supernova unfold in our skies. Oh, what a humans! Can you believe us? No, let's just have something explode and we'll see a huge supernova. Who cares if there's civilizations around it? We want to see an explosion. We're so stupid. Oh my God. Yeah, it would be cool to see, though. I mean, you have to admit, that's just our instincts talking. But wouldn't that be killing other civilizations? Maybe not. Hey, Chuck Bam. Hey, man. Is it 111? Oh, well, thank you, man. $1.11 super chat from a Chuck Bomb. I don't know why every time I see Chuck Bam, I think Oriental people. And don't say that's racist, because it isn't. Chuck Bam, you all do it. You all say it. Chuck Bam. Cool name, Chuck Bam. Maybe he's Vietnamese. I don't know. But he donated on the super chat for $1.11. Chuck Bam. Yeah, I used to say Chuck. What did I used to call you? Chuck Bam Wham Bam. Yeah, I know. See, no. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Supporting the GUFON. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're celebrating 52. GUFON's been around 52. That's crazy. In a new study to be published in Astrophysical Journal Letters, a team of astronomers suggest a possible reason behind Betelgeuse's mysterious dimming, arguing that not only was the star not on the verge of death, it actually didn't change in luminosity at all. Instead, it's just a little dusty. Gush all over the sky that's black. See here in January 2019, beautiful circumference of light emanating from Betelgeuse. Come all the way over here, folks. December 2019. What the frick? Wait, what? What? All right. You see how awkward that is? Why didn't they put December over here? You know what I mean? Oh, that's a pretty big change, though, in only a month, considering you have no idea what's going on. Do they really know? How do they know? How do they really know that that's what it is? I don't think they know that far away. I mean, that's a ridiculous. How? Look how blurry that is. It could be anything. Could be a kite. Right? Could be an airplane. No, all the way out there. Not here in our atmosphere. There. Well, the findings suggest Betelgeuse's signature bright light was temporarily blocked from our view by material shed by the star in the form of a cloud or dust. The study's based on observations of Betelgeuse taken February 14th, 2020, at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona. There, astronomer Philip Massey, an astronomer with Lowell Observatory and co-author of the new study, and his why am I changing? And that's what he sounds like to me, Philip Massey. And his colleagues had their instruments trained on Betelgeuse to get a reading on the star's average surface temperature. The reason, if Betelgeuse was truly dimming, its surface would be cooler than usual. I already had observing time scheduled on the 4.3 meter Lowell Discovery Telescope, and I knew if I played around for a bit, I'd be able to get a good spectrum, despite Betelgeuse still being one of the brightest stars in the sky, Massey said in a statement. The team was surprised to find that Betelgeuse's surface was significantly warmer than expected. Based on their calculations, Betelgeuse's average surface temperature was about 3,325 degrees all over your Celsius. An earlier calculation of the star's surface temperature in 2004, way before the dimming began, showed only a 50 to 100 degree difference. Anyway, so the dust is clearing, Betelgeuse going back to normal, and they predict that this is probably going to be something that'll happen, I don't know, every 3 days. It says the red supergiant stars, such as Betelgeuse, will often shed material as part of their life cycle. That material condenses around the star in the form of dust, which absorbs some of the star's light, obscuring our view on Earth, according to the researchers. Bullshit! How do they know? Guys, honest to God, how do they know? Doesn't this stuff take millions of years? How many of these have they ever observed? The only reason they're excited is because they've never seen anything like it. So how could they make a statement like that with nothing to compare it to? Am I wrong? They're lying. There's no way they know that's what's happening. How could they know? Well, they determine the light and how... No, forget that. I know about that. I understand how Doppler works, all right? I'm not worried about Doppler. How do they know? Look, I never, ever get into this with you. I never bring it up, right? But these are the thoughts that I think I should start sharing because they're there. How do they know, guys? I really want to know. They compare data. I get it. Other astronomers look at it. They see something with new eyes. I get that. I understand all that. There's not much going on with Betelgeuse except for this dimming. The guy says Betelgeuse will often shed material as part of their life cycle. Stop. How do they know? How do they know? It'll often do it? So you've seen it before. Is that what you're telling me? So if you've seen it before and you know it happens often, because what are you comparing it to, guys? What are they comparing it to? This is all a lie. They don't know shit. I'm woke. I don't know about you. I don't really like to get up on my little stool and feel proud. But something's wrong with this. Am I wrong? Please convince me. I do not want to be one of those guys who is dead wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm going to look in the chat room now. So that yes, B. Baker, that's what they're saying. Betelgeuse is giving us a strip tease. But to make a statement and say Betelgeuse will often shed material, how does it know? How do we know, I mean? Because if they know it happens often, then this shouldn't be a surprise. Am I wrong? Then here's what he says next. Lisa, it doesn't make sense though, right? Am I wrong? I mean, they're contradicting themselves without actually contradicting themselves because they're acting surprised about something that they said happens often. You can't have it both ways, man. Then, they say, that material condenses around the star in the form of dust, which absorbs some of the star's light, obscuring our view on Earth. How do you know? Oh yeah, it happens often. So then why are you surprised about this? Who's surprised? John, you surprised? I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised at all. Why? What's the problem here? Well, it seems to be contradicting. Do you think it's contradicting, Frank? No, don't think it's contradicting. Do you? No, I don't. Seems fine from here. I think, Rich, you're looking too far into it, bud. Maybe I am. I don't see that's what makes me different. I see the things that don't make sense. It's just my thing. You know, I'm not saying I'm smarter than anybody. It's just something I catch, and it just makes me think. I could interpret it another way. I understand the other interpretations of that statement. But we shouldn't have to interpret things. Things should be pretty plain and simple. But when talking about looking at another star like Betelgeuse, how do you know that that happens often? That it gives us, like B. Baker said, a strip tease. You shouldn't be that excited about it. Anyway, they say the more we can learn about their normal behavior, like temperature fluctuations, dust, convection cells, the better we can understand them and recognize them when something truly unique like a supernova might happen. Yay, let's watch a billion particles, a billion. Let's watch destruction. That's human activity. We love explosions, don't we? I definitely want to see a quasar. What's going to happen if the light hits the Earth? Are we going to get vaporized? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The odds of it hitting us are 1 in 360 million. So there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance we could get zapped. Not from that. I know. I'm just joking around. Quasars. Right? Quasars are the ones we have to worry about. Is that what they were talking about? No. They thought it was a supernova. I'm talking about a quasar. I think the quasars can, like, destroy planets, like, in a second or something. The light from a quasar explosion, or is it a pulsar? Am I wrong on this? It's one of those. One of those can wipe. I think it's quasars. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. All right. That Betelgeuse is fine. That was a long way to go. But that little nugget of information just bothers me. How do you know? You don't know jack. Let me save this story. We'll look back on this one at the end of the year. It's not really an end of the year story, but the discussion that came from it, gosh, all over the end of the year. I'm already talking the end of the year. Man. So, anybody aware of the internet famous Marni the dog? Died. Yeah. This mutt. She was a Bhutana, this one. She slept around. She was a real bitch. Oh, yeah. Look at her walking around with her tongue out like that. Bhutana! Ma! Bhutana, meet the ball! Unbelievable. She was a whore. The adorable and quirky internet porno star Shih Tzu, known as Marni the dog, crossed over the Rainbow Bridge this week, died, wound up belly up. Her owner, Shirley Braga, made the announcement on Marni's popular Instagram account Saturday because the dog couldn't type. Because it's a dog? No, because it's dead. I thought because it was a dog. No. Her comfort had been notably declining over the past few days with little hope for improvement, and she let me know she had had enough. Braha wrote, "That sucks. Marni the dog. You bitch." Donations are taken by Marni N today. Dun, 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 dun. Poor little Marni. She didn't know what hit her. It was old age and gosh. Poor little dog. You know, I don't remember the dog at all. At all. Internet sensation, Marni. I have no idea. What happened? Whoa, that was weird. That was weird. Woo. How long we been on? About an hour. An hour. We've been on an hour? About an hour, right? It's not... Definitely not 3. Right? It's definitely not 3. Is... What? Jocko, what? What would you say? Mandela? No, no Mandela here. No such thing. Or is there? I got a piece of audio I got to play for you. It's on the recorder. I got to go grab it. So let me pull up a video. No, it's not a top 5. Damn it. Poor Marni. All right. I like these videos. We're going to watch this for a minute or two. Go ahead. I'm not going to go full screen, though. A little bit of beauty never hurt nobody. A little what? A little bit of beauty? What I said. That's insane.
Plus, there are holes in the tubes. If I snap now my finger, current the glass will be switched within the tubes. Do you know what's happened? You know what's crazy? You know what is crazy? You know what is crazy? We can do like this all the time. The crazy thing what is?
All right, so are you following along? So, I was going to say so far nothing in the video has been impressive. All explainable.
Wait. Otherwise, it's coming. Oh, it's just like this, and now we have.
See, that's what I don't understand when magic gets crazy like that. Like, where do all these bottles come from? You see, I know it's magic. And I'm almost wondering if everybody here is in on it because nobody's reaching to touch them. Usually people will want to see if the bottle's real, right? But there's no cutaway from it. Like, they don't.
Now we have.
I mean, is there a thing called folding glass I don't know about? I don't know. I think magic is weird.
This place in the Himalayas called Rupkund Lake. In this lake, when the water dries, you can find hundreds of skeletons.
All right. This, I just don't see it.
Now, a couple of years ago, researchers believed that these skeletons were left over of some sort of event that happened once 2,000 years ago.
I'm not talking about this. Never mind.
Now,
I thought this
they
was the
found out
caves.
that this actually is reoccurring. That some of these skeletons date 1,000 years ago and others 2,000 years ago. The ears don't match. It's something that has been reoccurring for thousands of years and they don't know what. The theories to why this is happening are many. Leave a comment. What do you think is going on? Now this video coming in from Brazil, you can see some sort of light flashing in the sky. The person is saying that it looks as if it's the moon behind the clouds.
Tá tudo nublado, olha. É como se a lua...
I don't know what it is, but there's something strange going on in Brazilian skies.
There's only one sky. Oh, that's fake. Oh no, it's not actually. I thought yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, holes will open up underneath.
I think it's the idea that, you know, there's something here.
Yeah, humans aren't the elite beings.
There's something here that's potentially millions of years more advanced than us, and it can do things that we can barely even fathom.
You know, I know what you're going to say. It looks fake. Does it? I thought this one looked pretty good for being so dramatic. Yeah, and I know you're going to say it's fake because it's impossible to believe. I get it. But there was something about, let me take another look. I've never seen this before. You know, just before it cut away, you can see how the shockwave blast looked like it was pushing moisture because it vibrated. That's what a shockwave is. It activated all the particles and you know. Let's take a look. You'll see. It's a very strange. I don't know. Right there. You can see how it's separating as if it was when you, I don't know, like when you pour dishwashing soap on oil and it separates. I can't explain it. I know it doesn't look right because it's not something we would see every day. But imagine if this was normal somewhere else. But to us, seeing it, we're going to automatically say it's fake. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at it more. Yeah, you see the way it even looks very clean. It's very clean. I don't know. We'll get back to that another time. Even this one. Oh my God, that's right. This one too. I want to see the video, not the picture. I thought it was
the Titan is of industry, and there are 3 of the Titans All say, let's escape.
Yeah.
What if they are all wrong?
That had to be one very angry tornado. That tornado gave it everything it could with all these buildings around. To even see structure down there, it's unbelievable. That's why this video is really amazing. But it just seems like it really wanted it. If it could just get to the water and maybe able to create...
What if they are all wrong?
This is just lights from a... Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is cool.
Now this is a
Are we supposed to believe that's a UFO?
question a lot of people usually have. What do aliens and demons...
I don't know.
Now this is a question a lot of people usually have. What do aliens and demons have in common?
I think that's not real.
In this video you're watching right now, you can clearly see a ghost figure, a shadow person caught on camera.
See, and these you can't dismiss. You can't. You can't. You're going to say, yeah. No, you can't dismiss these. This is a real ghost, spirit, energy. They're out there. Look, you don't have to tell me. You don't want to believe it, don't believe it. Telling you, these things are out there, they're real. And if they're real, then there's another realm out there that we're dealing with. And oh my God, it's what's fascinating about the entire field.
A lot of people complain about these figures at night. And this is something that has been reoccurring for thousands of years. Now, this is really bad weather for Argentina. And when it comes to the weather, I think lately humans have been just ignoring the weather here and there. Maybe toying around with the environment. And some moment, the weather's gonna come back and bite us in the ass.
What is going
So Jungs, ist das da vorne die Sonne? Wenn ihr jetzt ja sagt, dann sagt mir, was das ist.
There's like 3 suns. I played way too much. I didn't mean to go over 5 minutes. Darn it. That is from the That Is Impossible channel. And I'll put the link in the description after the show ends, so you can come back and grab the link. Oh, I have it. If you want it, I can give it to you too. All right. So I was thinking today, getting halfway through the century, 52 years, GUFON has been alive. A lot. Man, what a weird... Life does go by fast. But if you can break it down into decades, or maybe every... I don't know, life is just a roller coaster of stuff. That's why I get angry when I see people faking stuff and lying or just doing things because they can. It makes me very angry. You only live once. Why do you got to be a jerk? Why do you got to lie? There's no reason for it. The truth will suffice in this field. But over the course of 50-some years, I was trying to think of, 10 bad things that happened over my lifetime. Well, we could say, we can go back far. Check this out. John Lennon got shot. John Lennon. You want to know what another one is? We landed on the moon in 69, 51 years ago, moon landing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I can't. I'm just going to put major. Let's just do major events. That's easy. That's easier. That's easier. Moon landing hoax. What a dick. Moon landing hoax. Or was it? Can you guys think of anything? In our genre, Amityville. We could just throw it out. That's not really something that was world changing. Forget Amity, but it was in my lifetime. Do you know I had those people in my home? George and Kathy Lutz, the Lutzes who lived there, survived. They came to our house for an Amway meeting in 1981, I think it was. I was 13, is 81. And I remember my mother telling me, don't talk about that haunted house. What are you talking about, Amityville? Yes, don't even talk about it. You don't know anything about it. Don't even look at them. Go to your room. I remember when they walked in, and I was standing in one corner. I said hi from like 5 feet away. I didn't get close, and they weren't very eye contacty with 13-year-olds. But I remember looking at them, and I was trying to see if there were any ghosts around them. I'm like, I don't see anything weird. I know, it's stupid. You think you're going to see like Casper shooting up, because that's all we thought. We only had Casper. Actually, at that time, it was Poltergeist didn't even come out yet. That was the year later. So what other event happened? Ronald Reagan gets shot in 1980. Reagan shot. All right. Son of Sam. Oh, man. Oh, okay. How about this one? How about thank you for the birthday wishes, Insecure Team 10 - Secure Team 10. Tyler. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. By the way, that's Tyler, everybody. That is the real Tyler Glockner. Yeah, we're going to leave him alone. Let him get his life back together. All right. How about, you know what? That Amway had to be a scam. But my parents tried it, and we had Amway products all over the house, and I hated it. My mother would be like, Richie, move the box. Don't move the boxes. They're all in a perfect order. Yeah, those boxes have been there forever. When are they coming? Are you going to deliver them? Oh, by the way, I had a birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yeah.
So I got that today. As soon as I picked up the phone, my mother goes, we want you to record something. I said, what? Outside? What? What's going on? And I'm about to stand up. No. We want to sing happy birthday for you. For your show. I said, but I'm not doing a show. So I did the show. Based on that. Not really. I know. It did help. It did help this morning. I was doing it anyway, but, I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I don't have anything. I didn't do any research. All I wanted to do is just nothing. I didn't want to do a damn thing. And, all right, then, so I said, why don't we do a show and talk about the things that happened in the last 50 years And I'm trying to come up with them, and I thought it would be easy. And I only have the moon landing hoax, Reagan shot John Lennon, Mount St. Helens exploded. You see where I'm going? What else? What are you guys doing? Let's see. Amway was, I think, a pyramid scheme. Closer Encounter. Vitamins, energy bars. All right, what else is there? 9/11. What the hell's wrong with me? 9/11. Man. That has to be the disaster of all disasters. Well, these aren't all disasters. I mean, but I know I can't keep thinking. Well, the moon landing, it wasn't a disaster. OJ happened. Wasn't that 94? The Cold War. The Gorbachev, take down that wall. Ronald Reagan. The wall. We don't need. Oh no. You know, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Just to give you a little music references. Oh yeah, the shuttle's exploding. Those could be other ones. Shuttle. The first shuttle, I believe, was 1986. I think it was around 11:45 my time. I know it was fourth hour. And we wanted to go watch it at my friend's house, so we ditched class to go watch it. And it exploded on TV. God, that was weird. Then they announced it. The shuttle exploded on, I got back to school. And, it was weird. If anybody needs any counseling, anybody has any family members. Family? Jeez. Well, Christy McCullough. Oh, yeah. School teacher. Elvis died. Oh, my God. That's huge. It is. All of these are unbelievable. Look at all the things. Michael Jackson. And Prince. Yeah, once you do it, I did John Lennon because, well, you have to admit, Michael Jackson is probably a little more popular than John Lennon was. But John Lennon, there's something different. He's on a different level. It's a whole thing with Lennon. Then it's a whole thing with Michael Jackson as well. It's two different things. Let's just say that. Two totally different things. But they're both icons. The wow signal in 19 something or another. 70, wasn't that 78, 77? The wow, right. I like my reference here, this one. The movie Aliens. I'm a pop culture guy. The yo-yo-yo. Push-pull-tug. No. What was it? Twist it, bop it, and pull it. It's an amazing game. All right, what else we got? John Lennon was the end of an era. Well, how about, what was that cult? Waco. Jaws, Close Encounters. Yeah, well, no, Star Wars, right? All of those, yeah. That was the beginning of entertainment, as far as I'm concerned. Big time for the movie industry. Oh man, I remember seeing Star Wars and I really thought the Force could work. I really did. I tried it very hard. It just never did. And that's when I realized it's all bullshit. It really is. There was a psychic way back. Oh, Johannesburg. Yeah, right. Debbie Does Dallas, right? That was the difference between making just a cut 'em up porno movie than actually making it into art, like film. Like it was critically acclaimed by the porno community. I thought it sucked. Yes, I watched it. It's all we had. Just a memory. Wow, that was funny. I can't even drink. Oh my God. What else? The Wiggles. Oh, the Muppets. Well, believe it or not, Sesame Street came out, I think, a year after I was born, or 10 years. Sesame Street's huge. HBO, Showtime. We used to have a little box that would pirate in the signal. Yeah, it fell off the truck on the arm. Everybody had stuff fall off the truck, baby. Survival of the fittest. Oh, gosh, right off that truck. Cigarettes, watches, diamond rings. What do you need? I know where the truck's gonna be. Coats? What do you want a coat for? It's 90 degrees. Hey, it's my business. I want a coat. I want it now. All right. Calm down. Johnny, you got any coats? Coats? Who needs coats? Do you got any? Yeah, I can get some. Yeah, how many you need? One coat. Can you get us one? I said I can get you some, so yeah, I can get you one. All right. What kind of coat you want? All right, now we're talking business. Talking cash? What are we talking, Chief? Well, come back here tomorrow. Come back here tomorrow? What'd I just say? Come back here tomorrow. What time? What time is it now? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock? Good? No, 10:30 works. Tomorrow 10:30? Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 10:30. All right. What kind of coat? I'll tell you tomorrow at 3:30. 2:30. What time? 10:30? Was it 2:30 or 10:30? It goes all over. That's how arguments start. Sounded like that actually happened. It didn't. It just happened now, but it didn't happen to me. Sometimes I'll throw in a real life story. Not that time. What am I talking about? All right. There is something else I need to talk to you about. Hold on. This is, did we finish with the list? Who's on first? 8-track. You know, I talked about this when me and Dave Scott did the show about a month ago, my last Saturday night. I thought the laser disc was amazing, an amazing invention. Probably, in my opinion, one of the best. Am I wrong on that? I know everything's streaming, but that changed everything for 30 years. Started off with those big, thick laser discs. We still have some. I still have one. My dad has got a few. I got one. And I have picture discs. Heavy metal. Oh my God, heavy metal. It became a thing in my lifetime. Metallica, man. All right. And I think we're getting a little bit diluted in what is world changing in the lifetime of the last 52 years. Video games. Napster changed the world. Music would never be the same. Pay for music? God, I can't believe that. Remember that? I never got into Napster. Something about buying, something about going out and looking for an album or Laserdisc or CD. You know, it just felt, I'd rather, contribute to the band, man. They put a lot of hard work into making those albums. But hey, Tommy, AC/DC got popular. Tommy L, thank you, man. $5 super chat. I forgot super chat was on. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. Thank you very much, Tommy L. How you been, man? Good to see you. Yes, AC/DC. AC/DC. Scorpions. We can go down a list. And that's the show I envision, this list that we're talking about now. Because I know my demographic is around my age. We all grew up with the same thing. You know what was really popular? Now, it goes back to the 50s, but it took off in the 70s, and that's roller skating. 1978 to 82, nobody can go backwards like me. You know what? I don't know what it was about going backwards, but going forwards, I was all right. Going backwards, I don't know. Eyes in the back of my head, I guess. Maybe that's where it comes from. It just felt right to do the opposite what everybody else was doing. And everybody go, why does that guy got to go backwards? Every time he's here, every Friday night, what do? They have the midnight skate, turn off the lights, and they got the disco ball going, music super loud. Roller derby. Leonard Skinner. My goodness. Kiss. Oh, Kiss. Kiss. Oh. They do have an army. They do. You want to know and I'm not 100% positive on this. iTunes. Yeah, I'm backing up on the chat. The internet. D. Cooper. The internet's the biggest thing of all. Arcades were our internet. God, did I love the sound of an arcade. Loved the sound of an arcade. Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, John Sports Cards, yes. Baseball cards. I had all the Yankees, 78, 77. I gave them away before I moved to Arizona. Idiot. Reggie Jackson. 3 home runs in the World Series. Frank Zappa, big time. Queen, yes. Queen. Freddie Mercury is really the ultimate singer. Like the ultimate, when you talk about rock and roll, he and Rob Halford, Rob Halford of Judas Priest, can sing. He is heavy metal. Like Dio. Brian Johnson came out. Well, Bon Scott had that raspy voice, but Brian Johnson took raspy to another level. Like when he sang and you tried to sing like him, but it was fun. AC/DC. Then AC/DC came out with the worst flick of the switch. 86. It was awful. Awful. Hey, wait, is that another one? Hold on. Is that Tommy? Tommy with another $5. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Oh, wait. He typed in something. I could see you in a roller derby. LMFAO. Yes. Yes, there might be a picture somewhere in my parents' photo album. Roller skating. My very first pair of roller skates were the metal ones. I got them for Christmas. I'm not kidding. The front and the back it expanded and contracted so it fit on whatever shoe, whatever foot size. So it was like and the wheels were metal. Metal. No, not Meatball Ma. They were metal. And your feet vibrated so hard on the pavement, you thought your teeth were going to fall out. I'm remembering it now. I can feel it in my teeth because I'm not lying. It's true. You know it. If anybody ever had those. And they had those thick strap things that you would use in the front so your foot wouldn't fall out. You know, before Velcro was a thing, they just used like a belt loop. And, you know, just like a belt. It was a strap with the little hook. They were the most awful skates. But there were people who were phenomenal at it. Like they had skating parks. In New York they did. Then they became the skateboard parks. That's right, the skateboard. Well, that's been around since the 50s. I know. I saw it in a movie once. Oh, D. Cooper just said that? I did not know you said that. Skateboarding, man. That's a trip. What else? You high-fived Rob Halford the first time. Do you guys want to hear a funny how Rob Halford's story? Oh, I hate to one-up you. Maybe another day, D. Cooper. Yeah, I think I told it once, how Rob Halford hit on me and gave me his phone number at a Phoenix Suns preseason game in 1992. Listen to this. This will blow you. There is no way this can be a coincidence. Somehow, some way, this story I'm about to tell you is true. It is going to blow your mind. Here we go. I used to be a pretty good bowler. I used to be a really good bowler. And I used to go in tournaments all over the state and Nevada. And and when I was up in Flagstaff, I met this girl. Her name was, I can't tell you the story. I know, that's so weird. All right, the only thing I can do is tell you the story. Her name was Jenny Halford. Halford. Rob Halford, Jenny Halford. Well, I met her while I was waiting. I won the first round, and it was about another hour or so before they went through all the other contestants at this bowling tournament in Flagstaff. So the mall was right up the street, and I decided, to go up the street with my friend who came with me, and we were going into the second round too, but he had to wait just as long. So we go to the mall, and I don't know if you remember this store. I don't know if it's still around. It's called Lerner's. Lerner, New York is what it was. And she had worked there. And I walked by her in the mall, and that night, I got her number, talked to her during the week. And then after the bowling tournament, she told me where we could meet. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened because we wound up hooking up the next night. Oh, that's right. I remember now. So the next night, my friend was in the tournament because I didn't make it. I didn't make it into that after the second round, but he did. He made it almost all the way to the finals. So we had to go back on Sunday. And she wound up coming to the bowling tournament and watching and all that other stuff and wound up hanging out with her. And I said, I wanted to ask you something. Your last name, do you know who Rob Halford is? Because Judas Priest was still popular. And she says, he's my uncle. She says, I live with his brother. Oh my God, you live with Rob Halford's brother. Yeah, he basically is raising me. She goes, you should come over, hang out, which I did. That's the first part of the story. Needless to say, that was Jenny Halford, the niece of Rob Halford, the singer of Judas Priest. Weeks later, the Phoenix Suns start getting ready for the season in their new stadium, the Purple Palace. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, Chambers, Marley, Eddie Johnson. It was a phenomenal. Paul Westphal was the coach. Suns went to the finals against Jordan. Lost in 6, but we should have won. Well, during the preseason, my friend goes, hey, you want to go to a preseason game and check out the new stadium? I'm like, hell yeah. Where are we sitting? He said, we're going to sit up in the Lexus thing. He sold cars, so he wound up getting us into, Lexus, I guess, is, the company itself has many, many, many of these booths, I guess you could buy. I don't know. I haven't been back in a long time, but they called it the Lexus level for whatever reason. And we can see the game in this beautiful box, and it has its own refrigerator and everything, TVs, waitress, has everything. They come around with the cart, door to door. If you want any fudge, they were giving away fudge at a preseason game. Well, they're all doing, dress rehearsal for the season. So my friend knows I love Judas Priest because I am the hugest Judas Priest fan. And just weeks earlier, my car got broken into and all my DVDs, CDs, whatever, were in there. All my favorite ones anyway. So I didn't have any Judas Priest on disc to listen to in my car. I didn't have a stereo anymore. So my friend taps me on the shoulder and he goes, hey, dude, see that guy over there with the tattoo of the San Diego lightning bolt? The San Diego Chargers have a lightning bolt, and I'm doing it here. It was up here. It was on his head. And I go, where? And he goes, over there. That's Rob Halford, a Judas Priest. And I go, what would Rob Halford of Judas Priest be doing in Arizona at a preseason game? My friend goes, how do you not know this? He lives here. Rob Halford lives here in Arizona? Yes. I go, you're not going to believe this. I told my friend how I dated Rob Halford's niece just weeks earlier. He's like, are you shitting me? He goes, you got to go tell him. And I go, I'm not going to go talk to Rob Halford. He goes, well, he's your favorite guy, you say. Why don't you go introduce yourself? And I go, I'm not going to say hi to Rob Halford. So I kept looking, and it was Rob Halford. So I go to the restroom, and it's almost halftime. So nobody's out. It's a preseason game. Nobody's there. And it's not like it was sold out or anything, but nobody was up in these levels. You could run around, nobody would stop you. So I walked into the bathroom, nobody was in there. I do my business, I come out a minute or two later, and Rob Halford is coming around the corner. And of course, we were going to walk right into each other. He got out of his seat. He was walking towards the bathrooms or the hallway, and I was coming out of the bathroom, and I was going to make a left as he was making a right. And bump into him, and I'm like, Rob Halford, Judas Priest, man, I'm a huge fan. And of course, I didn't stutter. Oh. And I go, I'm a huge fan. I go, I can't believe this. Yeah, my friend said you were sitting over there, and he told me to come over and say hi. And I just couldn't. I didn't want to bother you. And he goes, oh, no, what's your name? And I said, oh, my name's Rich. And I go, I'm a huge fan. I just had all my CDs were stolen, and all my Judas Priest, all my Scorpions, all my Iron Maiden. And I'm telling, because I'm nervous, but I didn't want to show it, but I wanted to be cool, so I didn't know. I had no game. And he takes a pen. I don't know where the pen came from, but he wrote down his phone number and gives it to me. He goes, I'm having a party after the game. If you come over to the party, I'll get you your DVDs back or your CDs back. He didn't say it that way. I think he said, I'll get your collection back to you, is what he said. Judas Priest collection back to you. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. No, but thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you very much. All right. He goes, call me when you get to such and such intersection. I go, okay. And we'll let you in the gate. So I knew exactly where it was. I go back to sit down and I go, dude, you're not going to believe this. Rob Halford, I think, just hit on me. He's like, what? I go, he just gave me his phone number. And he goes, oh my God, Rob Halford just hit on you. He invited you to go to his house to a party after the game. He goes, you got to go. I go, I'm not going to go. He goes, you're not going to go to the party? He goes, I'll go with you. And I go, I'm not going. Well, that was my Rob Halford. But what are the odds that I could have slept with Rob Halford, most likely, and Jenny Halford? What was my relationship with Jenny Halford and Rob Halford? It is bizarre. I didn't know he lived in Arizona, and I'm a huge fan. We did see them tubing down the river in 1986 when they came out with Turbo Lover. Yeah, they were cool. They'd go tubing down the river, boating and all that stuff. I know they were active. So was Alice Cooper. But what a weird collection of circumstances that would even have me and Jenny Halford, Rob Halford's niece, whose house I was sleeping at to be with her, was his brother's house. And the guy cooked me breakfast, bacon and eggs, and it was great. It was the greatest breakfast. It was the nicest time I ever had. What happened to Jenny? Jenny and me saw things differently. I went to go see him. I was surprised there was another guy there. Yeah, she did. She was a cheerleader for, I don't know if it was college or something or another. But she was a cheerleader. Flagstaff College, is that a NAU? NAU, I think. She was really hot. Jenny Halford and Rob Halford. I kept that number. I had his phone number for years. Every time I would drive by the estates, because it's in the town of Paradise Valley. That's where Rob Halford lived. And it's very guarded, very on the mountain type of thing. You just can't drive up there. You have to go through a gate to get in. And then I'm sure there was another gate up by his house. I'm positive there had to be. But I never called. I never went. That's one of those things you say, what could have happened? Would I have to sleep with Rob Halford? Or would he treat me and respect me for the man that I am? I'll never know the answer to that. We'll never know. God, he's got a great voice, though. Great set of pipes. God almighty. Love me some Judas Priest. I don't know why I told that story. I think that was on the GUFON final. I think that was the original GUFON show. I mentioned that story with Joe. I don't even know why I brought it up. Anyway, it was just a rich story. What are we doing? Hold on a second. I need a drink. I talked a long time, didn't even take a drink. Proud of myself. And I didn't stutter. Well, I may have stuttered. That's just the way I talk. Sometimes it isn't, but There's got to be a video here. All right, let's continue with this here.
What you're looking at right now is quite impossible. We usually talk about telekinesis and such powers. What this man has here is very similar to what Magneto has.
Magneto is Nito. God, I've been waiting to slip that in somewhere for a long time. It didn't work out.
Imagine if there is such a person. Who else is out there? Now, this very intriguing structure was found in Antarctica, Google Earth, and it resembles a face. Could it be connected to mysterious ancient civilizations?
No, it's connected.
Or is this just a
Could it be connected to what? It's connected to a body, a neck.
coincidence?
That is cool, though. That's cool. Oh my God, this guy's crazy. Oh, what's going on? Coño! Ahí! Okay, if that guy is the Arthur Fonzarelli of that country right there. Not that guy, you yodel. Anybody who can light a cigarette from the hole in the gas tank of a motorcycle, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Aye, and then he gets his finger, he dips his finger in the flame sticks to his finger, and he lights his cigarette. Man, that guy is Alfonso. It's Alfonso. Tube clouds, gotta love the tube clouds.
A week ago in Brazil, it became night.
God, look at these. Yeah, we got some, if this was Mr. MBB 333, we got some shelf clouds here. You can see them linger on for quite a distance. That's a big shelf cloud there in Botswana.
The weather has been acting up really weird, mainly in Brazil.
Here we can
cold.
definitely see what looks like could be some weather manufacturing going on here. I'm not so sure if it's HARP. That's a really nice photo. Very photogenic sky. And here I see a puppy.
In the shadow, it's very hot.
Hey, you know what I see? I'm not even joking around. You know what I see? I see a dog. Look, the back legs are up. Right? Here's the front legs. The back legs, he's like hopping. His tongue is out, and a hawk is grabbing the dog's back right leg and lifting it up into the sky. I'm telling you, that hawk is going to eat that little tiny Shih Tzu. Izzy's going to have a little tiny Shih Tzu for dinner. That's what I see. Isn't that wild? I see it in the wings. I see it, mammy, I see it. A dog and a bird in the sky.
The sun, and at night it's been very cold. How's the weather acting up for you guys?
The guy's doing a weather report in the middle of the thing. I like this guy. Anything can happen at any time in these videos. Is that a giant? Is that a... What was that? Oh, that can't be real. This is supposed to be a human. Sorry. I don't buy people's excuses anymore. It happened too fast. You knew the rain was coming as soon as you saw the clouds. You just, didn't expect that much rain. Why do you have to say it happened too fast? Like it's the storm's fault. People just can't take responsibility for floating down the streams on their own. You fell into the stream. It's not the weather. You knew where that storm was. How long have you been alive? 60 years? Oh, no. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Nobody takes responsibility is what I'm saying.
Unbelievable videos in terms of weather, folks. I've never seen, for
Look at this
example,
guy.
a sandfall. This video was posted a couple
If
of
the
years ago
wind
in
hits him
Saudi
just
Arabia.
right, he's dead. Why do you
I
gotta
don't
play
know
with your
why
life?
most of the things occur in Russia and not in Brazil. But anyways, you're beginning to think there's a plot
And I'm wrong.
around it. But anyways, this video is coming in from Russia, and what you're looking at is a triangular-shaped, unidentified.
All right, I'm sorry, but that looks like a freaking balloon or what do you call it? What are those guys? A hang glider.
Object.
No? Maybe?
It might as well be real, folks.
It ain't
These
real.
triangular-shaped objects are said to be in existence since the 1920s.
This one isn't real. There's a lot of problems with it, Charlie.
Now it really seems that humans reached a turning point
Get
in
out
evolution. And when I say that, I mean by stepping down in evolution. We're now taking advice from animals. This rare type of monkey in the region of Borneo approached workers and asked them with gestures to stop cutting down the trees.
All right. So I'm watching this video with you. Just keep watching.
Persis kayak rondo ya.
Didn't the narrator say that this creature came over, made gestures to stop, I don't know, frickin' logging, whatever it is they're doing over there? What's the problem with this video? Not once did that thing with that nub on its nose ever gesture. Like, why wouldn't you show that? I know, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I know. I just don't like being lied to. I don't know. I know. It's the running theme tonight. It's the running theme. What was the other thing I was going to talk about tonight? There's one other thing. Oh, it's a good one. What was it? Oh, we talked about that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I talked about that. Let me see something here. Let me see something, see? A frickin'. What a great night. Thank you, everybody. Well, I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm just saying thank you. I appreciate everything. Oh, yeah, that huge asteroid. I did forget about that. This came out yesterday. Here, let me see if I can get this over here. Okay, good. Still good? Okay. No, check this out. You could actually see the asteroid. What is it called? 52768 1998 OR2. OR2. Well, it's going to pass closest on April 29th this year. Anybody looking through telescopes will see it as a slow-moving star. Charts, tips, plus how to watch it all online. I'll drop the link in the chat room here in a moment. But there is this huge asteroid that's going to pass close in April. It's not going to hit the planet. In fact, it won't have any effects on Earth. Still, excitement is building among both professional and amateur astronomers about the upcoming flyby of the asteroid 52768 1998 OR2, the biggest asteroid due to fly by Earth this year. Thank God. Coming closest on April 29th, the space rock is probably at least a mile and maybe 2.5 times that big wide. It'll come closest at 5:56 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, which is 2:56 a.m. Pacific Time. Professional observatories are already pointing their telescopes at the huge rock. Astronomers with smaller telescopes will have the opportunity to see it as a slow-moving star very soon. If that's you, we give charts and tips for observers at the bottom of this post. That should help. All right, I'm going to give this to you. No access to a telescope, no problem. The Virtual Telescope Project in Rome will host I don't know what just happened. Oh, I see. A big ad just covered the screen. Where is it? Is this it? Okay, so the Virtual Telescope Project in Rome, it's going to host a free online public viewing of the asteroid on April 28th, 2020. Let's make absolutely clear that there's no chance of a collision between this asteroid and Earth. The asteroid will pass some 4 million miles, or about 16 times the Earth-Moon distance. It's true the object is classified as a PHA, a potentially hazardous asteroid. The Center for Near-Earth Objects defines such an object as one that comes as close to Earth as 0.05 AU, or about 19.5 lunar distances, and an absolute magnitude of 22.0 or less. In other words, what is going on? Such objects are reasonably close and reasonably big, and do we need to say there are a bunch of objects like this? And they show you this huge, incredible, unbelievable picture of an asteroid. And there is video link. I'm going to put this in the chat room. You can do the rest on that because I'm lost. And that is that. It goes right into the chat room. I didn't like that story at all. As a matter of fact, I hated it. Hated everything about it. I wish it never happened. I can't take it back. What's that? You can't. Once it's out there, it's done and over with. I can't take it back. I won't. I shan't. You can't. And now what? There is another video I have to play before we get out of here. Yeah. See, computer's going a little slow. I don't really need this right now. What's that? All right, forget it. We're going to go. Yeah. No, that's it. Doesn't matter. We're going to go. We're done. Did Third Phase of Moon put a video out? Hold on, somebody told me. Third Phase of Moon put a... Oh, it's not Friday. Let's take a look-see, shall we? Yeah, there is a new video. This will be good for tomorrow. Nope, too late. Let's see what it's like. Tonight? Real quick? We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. That's what we'll do. Evasius, thank you. Hey, you can't unsee what? There was one other video I have. I need to play it for you. I know I said I was getting ready to go and people are starting to leave. It's okay. I understand. It's my fault. My fault. My problem. There was something I had to tell you and I can't remember what it is. It was part of the show. It was part of what I wanted to talk about tonight. I can't think. Oh, wait. Is this it? No, it's not. I don't know where to go. False flag? No, that's not it. I don't know. We'll have to do something then tomorrow, if that's the case. That's what we'll do. All right. Why'd you do that? All right, we're going to go. That takes care of that. Because we'll be back tomorrow night. It's every night this week. Yes. Saturday we have Richard Lenny, ufologist. It's going to be a good show, good interview. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you had a good time. If you didn't, you can do it. Oh, I didn't know that the timer? Yeah, it's not. Why is that popping up? That's so funny. Nothing's... Like and subscribe. Okay. To support GUFON, become a patron at patreon.com/GUFON Radio. Become a member of the GUFON network by joining the network at gufon.net. Hey, if you'd like to donate without joining anything, go to gufon.org. I bet goodies all over the floor. You donate. You donate. You don't eat? Alright. Is that it? What's this one? All things exist should not post videos of non-UFOs, ghost aliens, shadow people, spirit orbs, etc. With that being said, all things exist. Las Vegas knows nothing about paranormal hunting, useless and wasted time. Wow. No? No, right? No's the answer? Have a good night.